Welcome to another episode of Living World of Darkness, Kingdom of Apples. Today we have a Grey World scene. We're set in a bar in Manhattan. It's a fairly quiet day. It's a Monday, so there's not many people out. But there's a few in the bar, and there is Galador's at the bar. I will be right back. My apologies.
Maugrim is there. He's like sitting, drinking a whiskey,
Hmm.
looking at nothingness, and doesn't say anything.
Yeah, Dimitri will basically make his way to the bar. It's obvious he's, either off work, on day off, or he's just in, normal dress clothing. Not dress, but civilian clothing. He's actually carrying kind of like a, not a duffel bag, but like a gym bag with him, kind of sets it down. He would order a coffee. Still a little bit early for him to start drinking heavily, but, coffee and maybe some Irish cream.
Hello.
What's up? Oh, Dimitri's before he takes a drink and Maugrim starts talking, he's gonna stop and turn to Maugrim. Just, congratulations, by the way. Heard you two had gone official.
Thank you. Doesn't say anything more. Like, how was everything?
It's good. It's good. I mean, stressful like everything else is turning out this past couple weeks, but good.
What's the problem with stress?
It's stress. I mean, you can deal with it. Doesn't mean you have to like it, right?
What kind of stress?
Stress. I mean,
What's the cause? What's the cause of stress?
I'd say take a look around. I mean, Goblin Town, things not being said, people getting riled up.
So what's in it for you?
Nothing's in it for me. I'm just stressed about the situation.
So you're being stressed because people are stressed?
I mean, it's kind of natural if the entire humdrum of everything is disrupted and everything becomes stressed, that you become stressed.
What is disrupted? I don't see anything being disrupted at the moment.
At this point, Dimitri's just kind of looking at Maugrim like, what? I mean...
So you say that the Goblin Town saying that we don't want any she-lap talk around here is it a problem? All I see is people making big deal out of the situations.
Well, I mean, that may be so, but you're just going to take a drink. Just fair enough.
Like, they get salty because they're not being told things. I don't know. Does the president of the United States tells everything to everybody? It's like, well, today I got a call, guys. It says, well, shit, Russia is making a deal with, fucking Iran.
I mean, true. And I'm not saying it's necessary. I'm just saying it's a stressful situation.
You don't need to be stressed just because the others are stressed.
Okay.
Mario kind of smiles like he's trying to make Dimitri judge the situation and how dumb it is.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
So the people saying that it's going down, like everything is too bad and all that, it's been like this for a while. The commoners are always salty about what is happening. She is always acting like a she. Noble is always acting like a noble. I don't see any difference at the moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
And when you learn the reason, that will be the time that you understand that this shit is going down or shit is not going down.
All right, all right.
Your bro is here. He kind of winks.
We're just gonna take another drink. Just.
You guys were so
All
cute
right.
when you guys were drinking and singing songs.
I'm gonna make a perception alertness to see if I caught that.
Mm-hmm. Maugrim was being a little bitch again.
Wait, didn't catch it. So yeah,
Hey.
he hasn't really caught sight of either of you yet. He's kind of seems lost in thought over in the corner, not really talking to anyone. Just drinking probably something small like whiskey or something.
Maugrim
Doesn't really
looks
seem
at
much to you.
Galador. Galador, why don't you sit with us?
He looks up, nods to Maugrim, picks up his drink, walks over, very calmly, just walks over, sits at the table, bows.
What's up, guys? What is it? We were talking about the situation in the kingdom. I think this is like a changeling place, right? Like Grey World, but a changeling
Yeah, we
place?
can say that it's like a Kinane run place, and then we got like a private room or something that way.
So, I heard it be, what do you think about the situation?
He kind of shrugs. I simply think that it's none of my business. I just wish they would have given us something so the commoners don't kill us in our sleep, but who am I to question the decisions of my betters?
Commoners will not kill us in our sleep just because we didn't tell them a lot of things. And I think the Goblin Town is just people being dumbass. Like, they don't tell us things, so we're gonna kill them. Whoever comes here. Oh, yeah, cute.
Yeah.
Well, so it's like me saying they don't tell me things in my house, or Dimitri or Galador saying they don't tell me in my house, so I'm just gonna kill this guy because they don't because when I see him I'm gonna kill him because he doesn't tell me things.
It does sound illogical, but then again, when are people ruled by logic?
We're run by dreams, right?
Nods.
Mob mentality. To get a significant number of the mob to go after one thing, and they'll all follow along.
You're right.
It's
I
kinda
always find the intelligence a sexy trait. Now I understand why I date Laney.
Just takes a sip of his drink, does not respond to that. Just kind of sitting there, kind of calmly, just.
Do you want me to roll
saying much
perception
yet.
empathy? Like, do you want me to roll perception empathy?
You can if you want. I mean, he's not really
Okay.
hitting anything.
Okay. I'll roll the dice. Shit.
God,
got
what's my wits
Sorry.
at? Okay, 3.
Mhm.
He didn't even really seem to catch like it. He didn't seem to see anything that made him angry. He's just kind of calm.
Oh, okay.
A little, with 3 successes, you can tell he's a little like on edge, but not like you'd expect like from someone about to murder someone. He just seems kind of on edge, uncomfortable, but not unduly so.
So yeah, politics, right?
Wonderfully crazy monster. Steamroll us when we're not looking, and steamroll us when we do look.
So other than politics, what's the problem, guys? Is there any problem?
I got nothing.
Out of character, I didn't quite hear what you said.
He said, other than politics, is there any problems?
Oh, okay. So Galador just kind of shrugs. Not particularly.
Nothing really eating away at me.
Okay.
So boring.
After the silence, Maugrim was like,
So Galador just he takes another sip. It's obvious that he's just like not. He's trying to not make things even more awkward, but yet because he's so socially awkward, he's making things even more awkward. Oh God damn it, Amit-chan! For our viewers, Amit-chan just BRB'd, leaving the two awkward characters sitting together.
Son of a...
So Galador just... Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say something OOC, but never mind.
Yeah, Galador just sits there. Well, I presume Maugrim goes to the bathroom or something, since Amit-chan's not here. He just sits there and takes another sip. He's not looking at Dimitri, but it's not like he's avoiding him. It's more like he just isn't looking at him.
We're just gonna take a drink and just kind of motion his head over to Galador and just, so what have you been up to?
God damn it.
I'm back, by the way. I'm back.
Okay.
Just so you guys know.
Okie dokie. So Maugrim walks back as Dimitri says that, and Galador just gives a curt nod. You have been well, Squire Dimitri. And yourself?
The look on Dimitri's face is kind of a, oh, okay then. And it's the, I have been good, Sir Maugrim. Sir Galador. Fuck! You too.
He just nods, goes back to sipping his drink.
Maugrim understands the Galador as being like, like, oh, the night, man. He doesn't say anything, he just like keeps his cool. So like, is there any political things that we can talk? Because I'm bored.
No, not that I particularly know of. It's been fairly quiet. But then, of course, the rampaging ice dragon, but there's plans to deal with that from what I hear.
It's been for a long time. I think that Ice Dragon is just going to stay there. It's going to be part of the Kingdom of Apples. You're just going to be like, give him his freedom. Like, you stay there. We're here. We're cool.
I mean, if it's not actively attacking us, the kingdom seems to be running perfectly fine with it there as it is.
Well, it killed 2 members. It killed 1 person, which was Timothy, who was a member of my house. Secondly, he nearly killed me and the other knight. So yeah, it's other than that, well, I'm a guy who nobody gives a shit, so it's kind of cool. But the other 2, well, I give a shit about the. I used to give a shit about the guy who died, so I can't give a shit more because he died. The other person, well, I don't know. I don't know who gives a shit about him.
No, I was not privy to this information. Suppose if did it permanently kill them, or kill this Timothy, or was it temporary?
Timothy has been killed permanently. That's what Cold Iron does.
Oh, I see. Nods. Well, then I suppose it's a bit more personal, the matter for House Ilunid.
You might say so. Some used to like Dimitri. Right, William. Sir William.
Just takes another sip of his drink. He seems like he's a little on edge, but he seems surprisingly okay with this awkward conversation.
And we have Dante.
It's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah. Like, we have Dante, we have Iceworm, we have Goblin Town, who's trying to create their own kind of problem.
Well, I mean, if Goblin Town simply wishes to cease trade, most commoners in the Kingdom of Apples are serve under a she, and thus can be classified as a she lapdog, as they say. They'll simply learn that no one will buy their wares. I think that problem will sort itself out.
When somebody is not buying your stuff that you're making to live, that's cool. Like they're giving themselves an hamburger all by themselves, so it's cool.
Never do something if you can make your opponent do it themselves. Something along those lines.
Yeah, being in Goblin Town, like we sold a murder in Goblin Town a couple times. Astria. Kind of stupid, because like we helped them a lot, and they just like, oh my gosh, she, they're bad, yeah, like, okay, cool, have fun now. Solve your own fucking murders.
Nice weather we're having, eh?
Yeah.
There's been better, but this is acceptable weather, I suppose.
I'm just gonna call Laney. I'm bored. You guys don't talk a lot.
I was about ready to say the ability for us to maintain a conversation is astounding.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about boobs and the asses of the people, so you guys need to go on your Toshi and ask me about that. Kind of smiles. Like he's not, like throwing shade. Like he's making a joke. He's making a joke, but he's not throwing shade. He's making a joke.
Galador just nods. So I heard Laney were courting.
Yeah, we recently started coding.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There is no awkward glance
So
to
have you
the side at all.
Maybe,
Just gonna
like,
specify that's not a thing.
Have you found anybody yet? He looks at Galador. Maybe you and Glad, yeah? He kind of like, smiles to him.
The look on his face when you say that is that was just so far out of the realm of possibility that you just legitimately made him speechless for a moment. he just shakes his head for a moment, or after a moment, and goes, "No, I've not asked to court my liege." And he just blinks, and he has this look on his face like that was he was not expecting that. You don't even need to roll perception and empathy for that. You just threw him for a loop.
Mark smiles, like he's not trying to be a dick, but he's like joking, and it's kind of get the people to smile a little bit.
So after a moment, Galador just takes another sip, of his whiskey, kind of just like, obviously trying to hide the still awkwardness from that question because he was not prepared for that question. And he just goes, there's. I don't know what to speak about. Don't know anything interesting going on politically right now. How? He kind of just thinks for a moment, kind of trails off. I just really have no words.
How is your shop going?
Shrugs decently well. I've decided to finally upgrade my weapon. I've been using the same old blade for too long.
How did you upgrade your weapon?
I'm working on a monofilament blade.
Monofilament?
The edge of the blade is...
Treat me like a Sharpaven when you talk about the weapons.
He chuckles a little. I will try not, but essentially the blade is as thin as mortally possible. It's incredibly sharp.
Oh. Nice.
What kind of blade is it?
It is a long sword.
Respectable.
It's a good way to
Nods.
keep your distance from enemy.
Yes, it is for certain.
It's not easy to use as a knife or a short sword, but
That's
No
where,
words.
that's where some of the beauty comes in, I suppose. You got to learn how to dance with it,
you use a shield, Sir Galador, or you don't use a shield?
Yes, I use a shield. It's been receiving training in blade combat. It's
Nice. I think
quite interesting.
the longsword and the shield, I think it's the specific combo that I like the most.
No, I'm not experienced with the longsword as much as I am my usual blade. I prefer a shorter blade normally, but the practicing I've been doing with the staves, the stave carved in the shape of the longsword, it has a certain elegance to it that I enjoy.
Dimitri, what do you use? Like you use like a sword and shield, longsword, and another long sword, or
More
it's like,
partial, more partial to 1.5 hand sword myself.
what does your other hand do when you fight?
It balances the blade.
What do you mean it bounces the blade?
It's Dimitri looks around kind of like for your utensil, picks one up. It's like you can hold it in 2 hands, or you can pommel hand it. It sticks and it's like a fork or something, but he's just kind of demonstrating.
Why don't you use a great sword?
Great swords are nice. At that point, you've got a sword as big. Options are limited at best. You can hit things hard, but if someone presses into you, they're not the most maneuverable things in the world, With a bastard sword, you can switch between 2 and one-handed. You can pick up a shield if you need it. You can drop the shield and go on the offensive. It's come and go. But
Okay.
yourself? You practice with the blade, or?
I practice with the words.
The pen is indeed mightier than the sword, or so they say.
Until you try and protect yourself with the pen and somebody runs you through. Yes, it is mightier. So that situation.
Yeah. Unless, they can find me.
takes another awkward sip. This one actually seems a tiny bit awkward.
Huh. You need to, like see someone to hit someone.
True.
True. Uh, and once more, our ability to maintain a conversation astounds me.
The art
How's
of
your-
speechcraft is.
how's your-
He nods his head and
Go on.
to let. No, Sir Maugrim.
Go
I
on,
insist.
Ah, okay. Maugrim is like, how's your sulky friends? He looks at the Dimitri.
Honesty, no idea. Saw Summer like for. He kind of looks like non-existent watch on his wrist. Just 30 minutes or so, like a week ago or thereabouts. But other than that, haven't seen hide nor tail of him.
Okay. Then he turns to Galador. How's your sulky friends?
I've not seen either one in quite some time.
Okay.
It seems that the Selkies are focusing on other horizons, I would think.
Maybe negotiating with your liege lord.
He kind of grunts. I just hope there will be nothing of the sort.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're just off swimming somewhere in the ocean. It's a bit either or for all we know.
That does seem to be their prerogative.
What did Dimitri say?
Oh, they coming in the ocean for all we know. Could be either or.
Oh yeah. No. That's their place.
Mm-hmm.
And this is our place. Kingdom of Apples.
That it is.
For better or for worse, right?
I love where I live. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I think things can be better, but well, shit happens.
It is certainly an interesting kingdom. Far different from the ones on the Isle of the Mighty.
Never heard about those kingdoms.
Nods, Albion, Caledonia, Cimmeria, and Hibernia.
What did they do here? What's the thing there?
They are far less, he thinks, progressive than the kingdoms of Concordia.
More progressive?
Compared to the older kingdoms, I would say so.
Like what they do?
If a noble says something, the commoners there, they don't really get a choice to argue. Or there's no such thing as respect in most of these kingdoms, from what I've seen, for commoners. Here in Concordia, the nobles at least attempt to make the appearance of respect, from what I have seen.
Thanks, lad, yo.
Out of character, I didn't quite catch that.
He said thanks to Ladio.
I suppose. I think it also has to do with well, quite honestly, the determination and ferocity of those who did not hold title when we returned. I think it earned them greater respect here in kingdoms across the sea.
No. We will see what's going to happen. Courtly etiquette is important.
That it is.
Nods.
Is there any other things happens there and not happening here?
He thinks for a moment. I know that the kingdom of Albion is currently ruled by a troll regent. It is Albion is a king. It's quite unusual from my understanding. I admit I am not the expert on Albion. The only times I have been there are in war.
Albania or Albion?
Albion.
Albion, okay.
England,
Okay.
as the mortals call it.
I misunderstand it, sorry.
He bows his head. My apologies.
We should ask Erin, maybe she knows about that stuff.
If she does, that would not surprise me.
Maugrim was being sarcastic there.
I mean, perception 2, she, with 0 empathy, he didn't pick up the sarcasm.
Okay.
He just didn't see it.
You should buy empathy.
I should, but that means my character has to be nice. He's not a nice person. So he just kind of nods. What about you, Sir Maugrim? Where do you hail from?
I hail from New York.
An interesting place, for certain.
I chrysalised 1 year and 2 months ago.
Nods.
I was a squire, I became a knight. And that's kind of it. There's nothing more.
Sometimes a fairly quiet existence is the kindest.
Oh, yeah. I don't do stuff. Not the most useful guy ever, so.
There are uses for people and purposes to life that are not war or...
You're being too kind, Sir Galador. You're being too kind.
He just shrugs. He just kind of shrugs and smiles back. Compliments are given when they are earned.
What do you think when you look at the situation of Kingdom Apples? What can be better?
Thanks for a moment. The kingdom is certainly... It seems almost splintered. Like everyone is searching for a different goal, and even the rulers can't decide what to do to protect the kingdom. Although I suppose that is quite normal. for such a kingdom, but it would be improved, I feel, should it have a common purpose.
What kind of common purpose?
That I do not know. I will be the first to admit I am not one to think of politics.
You're a she.
Nods. Yes, and it is something we are born to, but it is not something that it is not a talent all of us choose to develop.
Yeah. I heard the Gwydions were the best fighters.
You said the Gwydion? Out of character?
Yeah.
He smiles. That is how they like to portray it.
Dougals are the best crafters.
That's how they like to portray it.
Oh, you just get a glance. Not really a salty glance, just well then why don't you come by my forge sometime and prove how you can outcraft me?
No, I would never. I cannot personally. I'm just saying if the houses are being portrayed as portraying things, then it is only fair that everyone is put in the same light, I suppose.
He actually gives a bit of a smile. It's not unfriendly, but it's more of just a neutral, polite smile.
I meant no offense, Sir Galador.
Oh, I took no offense. Simply, I was impressed with your rather diplomatic response.
And you can never trust an island. That's what he says.
In this day and age, there are few you can trust regardless.
From my house?
From any house. Even those of my house, from time to time, fall back upon the traditional ways of the she.
Seems like the cloak and dagger is getting ever more popular nowadays.
Well, when one cannot confront one's foes openly, then it is a necessary tool.
True.
What does cloak and dagger means? What does cloak and dagger means?
Oh, the backdoor politics, assassinations, poisonings, spies.
Yeah. Not my thing. You never see someone getting poisoned in this 1 year and 2 months of my time.
Well, either that means that you've had an exceptionally lucky time and have not seen it, or the poisoner did a very good job indeed.
Probably. Not the most perspective person when it comes to poisons.
No.
Poisons are not the way of House Dougal, but they serve their purpose, as do all things.
I don't know which house is known with using poisons.
I can make a lore check out of character. I had a character now, but I don't know if my character knows. house.
Oh, see, I don't know which house does it as well.
Oceatus Darien.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably diff 8, so I didn't get any successes. 'Cause that's Dougal's running on house lore. Galador just kind of shrugs. I do not believe that I know of any either that are known for such uses, but I cannot see any at every noble house. Wow. Out of character, I can't say this word. But it's
Sea house?
that word. I just can't say that out of, like, on an OC note.
Mm-hmm.
He says that the use of these poisons, I cannot see any house sustaining, or I cannot see every house sustaining their use. There must be one that sees them as useful, but I'm afraid I cannot name which one it would be.
Probably for the better. I mean, if it's not a well-known house and nobody knows the house, then hopefully it won't be a tactic picked up upon.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can.
Good.
That was a little strange. The word is eschewing, by the way.
Thank you. I just couldn't say it because I read it but never actually said it.
It just means that you're not going to do whatever it is, usually.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
It was House Dorian, right?
Darien, yeah. Dairenn, I believe.
Can you write it in the?
Yeah.
So we have Laney coming in.
Yeah, I had Chloe up a minute ago because I hadn't switched over from my earlier scene. I mean, I could bring both, but this doesn't seem to be that kind of scene, necessarily.
No. I was asking for Laney.
I figured you probably were since you messaged me this scene.
Yeah.
Let the awkwardness continue.
No, I don't even know where you're at. So, some bar someplace? I assume I got a text?
Manhattan, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'll make her way in. She looks tired. She looks tired, and to those who haven't seen her yet, yes, in fact, her horns are bigger. Because I haven't played her in a little bit here.
Like, is there any change Maugrim needs to make because they're courting right now?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean, her rank hasn't changed. Yours hasn't. It's really. I mean, if we were in public or something, maybe. But like, this is just. There's nothing special.
So Maugrim goes to grab her ass. This is just a joke.
Yeah, better.
Maugrim.
Smack him for that being in public.
I know. In public, okay. Maugrim goes there, gets up, opens his hands. Welcome.
Hey.
You look tired? You look tired?
Well, hard to sleep when there's so much to do.
Galador does stand up, bow. Greetings, my lady.
Are there humans around here, like a lot of them, that might overhear my lady and think it's weird?
No, we specifically made sure this is a Canaan bar and we're in a back room.
Okay. Then that's fine. Yeah, she'll smile at him. And, like, hey, how are you?
I've been well. And yourself, my lady?
occupied, stressed. But I heard you had to make a lovely speech too, so I'm sure you understand.
He just gets this look on his face, just ugh. Nods. Yes, it was quite a pleasant experience.
It was a good effort on your part. Sometimes people just can't be pleased.
Unfortunately.
You need someone who knows how to make speeches.
Are you offering your services to him, Maugrim?
No, I'm too bad at making speeches. Not charismatic like, our barons and our counts. They would know the best.
That's a skill you learn. It's not a skill you're necessarily born with most of the time.
Yep.
And when it comes down to it, you do what you have to, because you know what's important.
Totally. Maugrim smiles.
If Laney has not sat yet, Galador is still standing.
My apologies. She would have sat down. She would have sat down. She's not going to make you sit down.
Yeah.
No, she's not going to sit there and do that. Huh?
You should sit in Maugrim?
Yeah, assuming there's a seat there. Are you at a table?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because if you're at the bar, she'd be sitting down next to whoever's on the end. But yeah, why would she not sit with Maugrim? No, she's going to sit across the room.
That courting ended fast.
Or they just entered the weird phase.
We were trying to talk about politics. We were kind of bored because we couldn't open a subject, so maybe you can open some subjects, Laney.
She looks at him, and she's like, do you have any idea how lucky you are that I was able to get away today? Let alone think of stimulating conversation subjects?
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So let's just not have conversations.
Oh, see, she's a little grumpy from lack of sleep, guys. How are you, Dimitri?
Good. Handling things, day in, day out, wake, sleep, that kind of thing. Though, if in my own personal, professional opinion, you might need to do more of the latter.
She shrugs. She's like, once we know more of what's going on, and I can figure out the best way to handle it, at that point, I will sleep.
Permission to speak candidly.
Sorry.
Fairness. Sorry, no, go ahead.
Okay. That actually negated what I was going to say. So.
Oh. Just permission to speak candidly, Baroness.
Yeah.
In all due respect, one can't really think well when one's about ready to fall off their feet and face first into a table to fall asleep.
It's not like I don't sleep at all. There's just too much to do.
That's why you pay people. I mean...
And do you think that those who live in my barony would be happy? See...
Sorry, I didn't catch the last part.
I said, do you think that those living in my barony would be happy to see just Marissa? Or do you think they want to see their baroness?
Well, they do want to see their baroness, but... I mean... How do I put this? They want to see the Baroness,
how you're going to be as good as you can be while you're tired.
Exactly.
I'm doing everything I can, guys.
You're not telling you you're not. You're telling you that you should also rest a little bit.
We'll see. Coffee is useful.
Here.
That is a responsibility. You just call the leadership.
Coffee is a responsibility. You're right. It should be taken very carefully.
I was talking about noble, being a noble.
It is. That's also a responsibility, much bigger than the coffee.
Yeah, and we weren't saying that you shouldn't do your responsibility. We're just saying that you should do it as best as you can, which would be better if you sleep a little more. As you have every right to not listen to us, as we have every right to remind us that, if you allow us to say it, Baroness.
No, oh, for Pete's sake, stop it, Maugrim. Can we just drop the formalities? I accept that I'm a Baroness. I accept that you all know my rank.
Okay, Baroness, if you say so.
She flips him off.
Smile.
No, she literally flips him off.
Maugrim kisses the hand. And holds the hand, we're holding her hand.
I mean, while she rolls her eyes, but lets him hold the hand. Now, listen, I do appreciate where you're coming from, guys. I do, but I'm doing the best I can here.
And any good leader would sacrifice their own for their people.
Not peonying that.
Roll the shit out of Pete.
1, 2, 3. If detail-oriented counts. If it doesn't, then just 2.
I mean, he was just kind of stating a fact. He was just kind of saying, good leaders sacrifice for their people. You get the feeling it was more like he's actually impressed with it. Like, he wasn't throwing... You can tell he wasn't, throwing shade or anything.
That's what she was wondering. It was if that was actually some kind of subtle sarcasm.
No. You
if he seems
very
to be stating back and being honest. Okay, that's all she's looking for. As long as she's not going for an insult, or he's not going for an insult, she'll just kind of nod in response. Let's just take the time that I do have to relax for a little bit.
Here.
So, well, you were literally sitting here kind of discussing politics?
Well, that's kind of the thing that I like to do.
Oh, I know you do.
Politics, bladesmithing, the vagaries of combat, various subjects.
None more than a few lines, I have to say. Our conversations were varied, but the epics you would write tourists about, they were not.
Is this what kind of bar is this place? Like, if it's changing, it's probably pretty simple. Your basic kind of bar.
Fairly simple, yeah.
Changelings don't tend to be very posh unless you're going to some she-run place.
This place is run by a redcap, actually.
Oh, well, then I'm sure it has what she's looking for, which is a dartboard.
Yeah.
So she looks up and she's like, if we can't talk, why don't we play?
Play what?
She kind of points over to the dartboard.
I'm not good with the dart. You guys have fun.
It doesn't matter if you're good. You just play anyway. It's not like a game that you're all that worried about winning. You do it because it's something to do.
Thank you.
It's like bowling. No, it's like bowling. You just do it because it's something you do to fill time. You don't have to be good at it.
Where's Tuggy?
I left him home with Marissa. He's a little much. By himself, wandering a bar.
Squire? You left at the Squirtle?
Oh, Squirtle's... Oh, God, where'd he go? And she, like, stands up and kind of runs back outside going, what the hell is he getting into? Well, you guys can fill a little bit of time, or I can just have her come back in with carrying a struggling Squirtle.
And behind Laney, like, just comes Lytton, just kind of slipping through the door after she walks in, with a very smug look on his face.
Squirtle is pretty much struggling to get free to go at Lytton at this point.
Lytton just stalks over, jumps on Galador's shoulder. He just looks at it, looks at Squirtle, sighs, and puts his head in his hands.
And the second she lets him go, Squirtle just bolts at Lytton. Well, actually bolts at Lytton on Galador. So he's pretty much going to attempt to jump onto Lytton on his shoulder.
This gonna be fun.
Let me get up a character sheet here because I have actual stats that I should probably use.
Yeah. I mean,
The Maugrim just throws a Pokeball in the side of the bar. You guys see this, the GIF, exactly the same. Something wakes up.
Because I still had Chloe's sheet up. Oops.
Snore.
Where is Squirtle?
Please don't roll Chloe's stats for Squirtle. We don't need Kranos Squirtle all of a sudden.
Oh, it's okay. You're going to love this. This would be Dex Athletics to jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And specialty precise counts. Is that correct?
Yep.
Snore.
1, 2. So that's to jump on Lytton on top of him. I would call it as being something vaguely wobbly unless Lytton is trying to get away.
He was.
That was a fail, right?
Yeah, he failed. So
because it's a very specific situation, the precise wouldn't count here because I didn't get the 10. So yeah, he pretty much leaps up there. Honestly, he's probably had practice jumping on things lately with there being a Snorlax with a big belly around.
Uh-huh.
So he pretty much just sort of leaps onto Lytton and tackles pretty much on top of Galador's shoulder. And I'm going to say the two of them probably topple down to the ground.
I was going to say Galador just kind of leans forward, reaches his hands back behind him, grabs the two Pokemon, just sets them on the table, and then just leans back.
And Squirtle's going to go back to tussling. He's not actually trying to hurt, but I'm kind of imagining that Lytton kind of pounced him outside. So
Probably.
He's trying to get him back.
Yeah.
Our Squirrel is kind of he's just a bully, so
This
is what he does all the time.
Laney just watches this, and she just shakes her head even while she's grinning. She's like, oh my god.
And the Snorlax is just like still, like he's just like trying to wake up, and then like Maugrim like looks at the red cap, and red cap knows what is this hunger. So he starts bringing shit to Snorlax, and Snorlax starts eating, and then falls asleep again. You guys hear it snoring.
Eventually, Squirtle's going to start squirtling to Lytton. And probably between the two of them, once they finish tussling around, we'll go over and start bouncing on Snorlax's belly while he's sleeping. As long as, depending on if obviously if you're okay with that, since it's Lytton.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm cool. I'm cool.
Because I just totally picture Squirtle trying to grab Lytton into it and go, ah! Bounce, 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 bounce. He has a gift for that, too. Oh.
So, you guys are going to play darts?
Sure. I'll go set up the board if people want.
Yes, do it.
As you wish.
Maugrim, just play too. You don't have to be good. It's just something to do.
Thank you, dear son. I like watching.
She just shakes her head at him going, I don't get you.
It's hard to get me.
Believe me, I know.
Galador was taking a sip, and he just starts choking, taps, hits his chest a few times, awkwardly stands up, and goes over and starts helping Dimitri set up the board.
Oh, walk from one awkward to another awkward. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. He gets up when he realizes what he's done, walks over, because I did that on purpose. He walks over, realizes what he did, and just kind of stands there awkwardly for a moment. And then just kind of shrugs and just quietly starts helping set the board up, just not saying anything.
So, who's going to take what color of darts? I call blue.
Red.
I'll take whatever color is left.
Wait, just for the record, Lady took red because it's Fiona.
House Fiona! Maugrim says this one.
They're red and silver.
I bet the winner is going to be Dimitri.
Are we taking bets? That's kind of weird.
I don't know. Are you guys taking bets?
I'm gonna lose, so no.
Well, it depends on what we're betting.
Are you betting your life, Squire Dimitri? He kind of says with a smile.
My life. No, but I will bet the next round of drinks.
I will buy my own.
That's fair. We can do that. Whoever's in last place buys the next round of drinks.
All right.
She kind of glances over to I'm losing names, Galador, to see if he's in on this bet.
Yeah, he'll just nod.
So, ladies first? Yes.
Galador's fine with that.
Hey, go right ahead.
Dex Athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her dice are not as nice as Squirtle's. Really not as nice. It doesn't even hit the dartboard. But it doesn't hit anybody else either. Those ones were not my friends. And she looks disappointed. She's like, looks at Dimitri and she's like, I've been working so hard on getting better at this kind of stuff. And look.
Yes, getting better at poking people with a sword, not better at throwing sharp metal objects.
They can sometimes be one and the same skill.
True. Though, if you're throwing a sword, you're really in the straits then. After you, Sir Galador.
He kind of shrugs. I was more referring to throwing spears, but well. And yeah, he hits. He doesn't hit the center, but he hits probably the second ring. Pretty decent hit.
All right.
How many rounds are we gonna do, guys?
Who won?
Two.
Probably two.
Who won the first round?
I don't know.
Yet.
Someone hasn't gone yet.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, so yeah. So Galador won that round.
Yep. So far, and based on the amount of successes, that's 3. I have 0, and Dimitri has 2.
Maugrim is like, I'm a bad seer. I don't see stuff.
You're a bad person. You don't play darts.
I apologize, Baroness.
She smirks at him, and she's gonna go to do it again. At least it's better than last time. Got 2. It's at least hits the board this time. Probably second in from the outside or something like that.
And Galador again hits almost. He almost hits the center.
I'm gonna say you hit center. That's 4.
Yeah.
I mean, you have 3 last time. That's like no improvement if you don't. It's fine though. You're doing well.
A solid hit, but still not enough.
So you said we're doing 2 rounds at this point? Because that was 2 rounds. So if so, the lady's just going to be like, drinks on me.
Woot!
Galador will just nod and start picking up the set.
Keep playing just for boredom.
I suppose.
You don't, I will. Might as well practice.
He'll nod and start setting it up for start like setting up what he had already taken down.
Good game. Good game.
So she like does that, and she's like, "Well, why did why did I not do this when we were actually doing it? Like seriously."
Fate has a funny way of playing tricks.
Yeah, still better than the first round. And she's gonna hand one to Squirtle just to see if he can do it.
Dimitri's going to take 2 giant steps backwards.
It's not a great roll, but it hits the very outside circle.
Squirtle!
And he doesn't look too happy with that. I mean, he has intelligence too. It's enough to understand how to play this game. She's just gonna let him practice. It's kind of fun.
Galador will just probably send one sailing into the target from where he's sitting at the bar.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So, since precise would count on darts, that's 4 successes for Squirtle, who is apparently equally good to the person.
I've discovered Galador's hidden talent, dart throwing.
Hey, Leah won a darts contest against like 3 Garu once.
Well, I mean, lawn darts and combat darts were a thing.
Well, this was regular darts that Leah won. She actually won lawn darts once, 2 drunken lawn darts, no less, against 4 Garu.
Damn, the Garu should have just made her high queen of the Garu nation.
Because she was Travis's girl.
She wasn't at the time.
I don't care. She's Travis's girl.
The first scene involved it had like Callie and Alan in it, the one in the bar, and she beat Callie, by the way.
You had to remind me.
And she beat Alan and Bren and Brian, and I want someone else too, Maylin, in the other one. It was funny. It's sad when the kinfolk is better than some of the Garu at certain things.
Garu rages when they learn about it. Squirtle is the best.
Squirtle looks happy.
Maugrim says, Squirtle is the best. Go on, Squirtle. Kill everybody.
He looks disgruntled, like, Squirtle? He doesn't understand this idea of killing. He makes people faint.
You make people faint, dude.
Yep, there goes another dart.
Huh. Maybe we should have the Squirtle play, Galador. Maybe it'd be a fairer game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He just shrugs.
3. We're pretty much continuing to be tied.
At this point, Dimitri's going to kind of walk over, sit next to Maugrim, and so, which one are you betting on this time?
So I got 2 that time.
Laney.
3.
Going for the underdog.
Yep. So he won that round.
Yes, Squirtle wins that round.
And 3 for this round.
Lady's not even playing. Lady's good. You sit down with you guys.
just watch the show.
She's just watching. She's like, Squirtle. You know, Squirtle's doing this for me, right? For my honor. It's all chivalry. 3. Squirtle's winning right now by 1.
And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits it dead in the center.
Yeah, totally.
Which, ironically, is not the most points on the dartboard.
He got two.
I think the highest one is like the different.
So essentially,
It's
he was one ahead. Now you're two ahead.
Okay. So he just takes one last dart, looks at Squirtle, last round. Or would you like to do another one
Squirtle.
after that?
Yeah, he just kind of looks at. He's not even thinking much about it. He's just throwing the dart 'cause it's fun.
Okay, he'll throw one more and then go sit back down.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, he won that one. So it was almost kind of like he just kind of casually flicked it and then didn't do quite as well as when he was actually focusing. He just kind of shrugs, bows to Squirtle, and goes to get something to drink.
You probably need to. You just got beat by Squirtle. Laney's actually, Laney's going to go ahead and order a second drink for Galador, so he'll have 2 waiting there. Because she owes him a drink anyway. Squirtle just kind of looks up and then realizes that the person playing with him is done playing and goes back to playing with Lytton.
Well, that was certainly a sight.
I don't know. He's got attitude. That's all I can tell you. He's got attitude. I don't even try to control him most of the time. I just pick him up and carry him away.
I kind of doubt if you could control him. I mean, not you personally, but anyone, honestly. I mean, maybe point him in the right direction. But
he's awesome. You don't get to make fun of my Squirtle.
Huh.
I am not making fun of your Squirtle. I have the highest respect for him. When it comes down to throwing sharp metal objects, I will defer to his judgment.
That sounds kind of scary. Let's not let him do that very often.
Oh no. Talk to the right knockers, we could rig something up.
You let this happen.
Maybe once Goblin Town gets a little bit nicer, maybe I'll have to go see if I can get a chimerical dart set for him.
There are knockers among House Dougal who I'm sure would be more than happy to provide that service.
Sure. I'm not terribly picky as long as it's a well-made set.
No, let's see if I can get in contact with someone.
Maybe something a little more suited to his little paws. You know what I mean? Since it'll be specifically for him.
Probably just blue book that if you want to, and just say you used him as a contact.
It's fine. We just need to find out what it costs, and I'm sure I can have it, so that's fine. Mm-hmm. It's probably like 1 dross. It's not even going to be an expensive thing.
I think we need to end the scene.
I hear you. I'm just going to note really quickly that when he does win, though, he actually reached behind him, pulled out his Squirtle Squad glasses, and put them on.
Dun dun dun!
He actually has those. So. And then he went over to Lytton. Anyway.
And then Maugrim puts the sunglasses as well. Then Squirtle doesn't. Because they're bros.
Yeah, sure. All right, we'll just leave them sitting there awkwardly and discussing the fine points of Squirtle winning darts.
So Galador will make his leave. He'll bow everyone, make his leave, and then if everyone's cool, we can end it there. Does anybody else have anything you need to wrap up?
Nah.
No.
All right. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And stay tuned for more.